Hey guys, welcome to Module 3, and these are the types of goals. What are process, performance, and outcome goals? I'm going to show you how that works. Then we're going to use a staircase analogy to show you where you need to dump your time and why it's so important to understand the different types of goals. So we're going to go through these. We're going to go one by one, and here we go. First one is an outcome goal. What is that? The outcome goal is really the result. It's the grade at the end of the semester. You get one grade, that's the result. So please pay attention to the next fact. People who focus on these goals are likely to fail because you don't concentrate on the process. Be very careful. This creates a lot of anxiousness, guys, if you don't utilize when to think about this. If you're constantly thinking of outcomes, it generates a lot of fear and anxiety. So outcome goals increase anxiety levels, especially when they are at risk. That's how it works. So if you are a person who's constantly nervous about outcomes, or you're constantly thinking of what ifs, this is what you're doing. You're just thinking of outcomes. So drop the outcome and concentrate on the process at hand. An outcome is in the future. You have no control over it, and I'll show you how that works. So process goals is next, and I want you to see the difference between process and outcome goals. Okay, steps required to accomplish an outcome. These are the small steps that you have to take minute by minute, hour by hour, day by day. What that means is it's the way you study for an exam. That's a process. When you get a good grade, that's a performance goal. When you get the final score at the end of the semester, that's an outcome goal. So a process goal is the way you study. A performance goal is what you get on the exam. A combination of those exams will give you the result at the end of the semester. That's how it works. So process, performance, and outcomes. And I will demonstrate this to you at the end of this presentation. These steps are immediate, and contrary to the outcome, you have a lot more control over them. And if you position yourself and you focus on what you need to do in the moment, you don't miss steps. Because once your attentional focus is on the outcome, you're not thinking about the process, and you start missing steps within the process. And it creates anxiety. That's the way it works, guys. So be very careful of that point. Examples, okay, be on time with things, work a full day, study for your exam. These are the small steps. These are examples of that. Last one is performance goal. These are very simple, track data. Your first exam, you got an A. Second exam, you got a B. You got to get an A on the final to get a final grade of an A. That's how it works. Goal setting, guys, this is the bread and butter. We're going to put it all together for you. Okay, here we go. So we're going to use a staircase analogy. Process goals are the steps, performance goals are the landing, and outcome goals are the top of the staircase. So here's the key that we went through before, and I'm going to show you how these correlate now in terms of process, performance, and outcome goals. So as you climb the steps, this is your process in terms of moving step by step, minute by minute, hour by hour. These are your process goals. That's the process in terms of studying. So imagine you study per hour, you put 1,500 thoughts into that bank account you used. Out of the 3,000, 1,500 of those thoughts went into your studying per hour. So half your concentration of your ability to concentrate went into that. Now, here's the next level. So the next step is your performance goals. And let's say you had, for 1 week, you studied and you dumped about 500 thoughts. The exam was in 3 weeks, and you studied for 1 whole week in terms of a thought process. And you've dumped 1/3 of your time just into that exam. What's going to happen is this. You're going to be able to perform and get the grade you want because of that outcome. Think of this as at the end of the semester, you get that final grade. You've dumped this many thoughts into that class, and you finally get that A, and you're so happy, and it's beyond belief. Now, what happens to your confidence? It goes up. What happened to your performance? It went up, and you feel less anxiety. That's the way it works, guys. Set those goals. Get yourself 7 goals. Set them up properly and allow your brain to help you on a subconscious level get there. Go after it, guys. I want to thank you for joining the class. So your next level that you need to get to is the science of self-confidence. Press that button and get yourself higher and higher education and dump more knowledge into yourself so you can grow and get yourself to higher levels. Take that course in terms of the science of self-confidence, and I'll see you guys there.